Well, Light, it's all over.
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Naruto. Just kidding. We're going to be reacting to Death Note episode 1 today. Well, we're finally here, guys. I'm adding a new anime to the channel that's only gonna be reserved for the weekends for now, but I cannot lie, I'm really excited about this one because, you know, once I gave you the poll, you know, and you guys, actually once I asked you to put animes in my comment section, and then based on that I devised the poll, you know, and then when you guys, like, I never heard of any anime that was on that poll, okay? So that includes this one. So I have no freaking clue what I'm about to watch, okay? I have, like, not a single, like, I never even heard of this before you guys started mentioning it, you know, ever since I began this journey, the channel and everything. So I'm fairly interested. I happen to think that you got to know me well enough to perhaps know what I might enjoy and what I might not enjoy. So I'm really excited because this is gonna tell me how much you guys know me, you know? Because, well, okay, to be fair, you guys are probably suggesting stuff you want me to watch and not what I might like per se, but you know, I'm sure some of you guys took into consideration what I might like as well. So I'm gonna be brutally honest. So if I don't like this, I'm gonna tell you guys, okay? But yeah, I am very excited considering that I don't know any characters, nothing. I don't know even how this looks. I don't know what it's about. I don't know, like, this could be like, I don't know, man. I really don't, I have no clue where to even begin. The only thing that I do know about this anime that has been told to me by you guys is that it's very, you know, clever, bright, brilliant, sharp, you know, smart, canny, astute, intuitive. It makes you think. Basically, it makes you think. It's an intelligent anime, and you guys told me that I'm gonna enjoy it, that it's one of the best. Yeah, that's one more thing. Some of you actually told me, some of you actually praised this anime to the extent that it's on par with Naruto, okay? And it's a short anime, like it has around 30 episodes, as I saw. So that's, I'm fairly excited. I'm fairly excited, and I'm not gonna prolong this intro that much, so we're gonna be jumping right into this, guys. But before we do, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Ring that bell for notifications, guys. Follow me on Instagram, join my Discord server, and let's see what you guys have in store for me today. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna like this because, you know, I'm the type of guy that is gonna stop watching something if he doesn't enjoy it. So fingers crossed that this isn't that situation. Also, damn, I look different without a headband. Did I always have such a big forehead? Jesus! I need to wear my headband during these reactions as well. But yeah, this is kind of, you know, you guys get to see me, my full face again while I watch Death Note, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, let's jump right into this reaction. Let's go. The soundtrack is kind of godly. What? Are those bones? What is? What? Is that guy sewed up? Shinigami Realm. That's what it said.
What? A pair of sleeping skulls?
I win again. No hard feelings, right?
Hey there, Ryuk. Would it kill you to join us? You should come play with us for a change.
Ryoku? What?
No, I'll pass. Listen for the...
I'm sorry, I had to stop because I don't know if you know this about me, but I like dark stuff. You know, I like, you know, maybe me liking Orochimaru so much gave it away, but I like dark stuff, I like intelligent stuff, and this beginning gave me a dark vibe, not gonna lie. What was that? Bones and like it looked like an aftermath of a battle. And then we saw this. That wasn't human, right? Like he was sewed up here, and that other guy had a skull. Like what were those things? Like awesome, okay, awesome. And it said it was some kind of a realm, so maybe a parallel dimension. So far I'm liking the vibe because it has this dark, gloomy vibe, and the soundtrack. It wasn't a soundtrack, but you know, it had this godly aura sound. I like it. Okay, so far. It wasn't a bad introduction. Let's continue.
Voice of God, then follow it, and know that in time you will find your salvation.
He just totally snapped. Really? So what you
Yagami, are you still with us?
What?
Can you please translate the following sentence into English?
Oh, this is a classroom.
Follow the teachings of God and receive his blessings, and so it shall be that the seas will again become bountiful, and the raging storms will subside.
Today, at approximately 11 a.m., a 32-year-old man was found stabbed to death in his apartment in the city of Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture. Kanagawa police are treating this case
The
as
soundtrack and what they're saying, it all resembles real life. So this is a real life city, a classroom, a boy leaving school, like, and then in the background you hear a man's being stabbed to death. This happened here, and it's like just real times. Real life stuff. And the beginning was like, yeah, they said another realm. So is this gonna be like parallel dimensions or something like that? Because this is awesome. Oh my god, we're gonna get... This is... What is this? Like Japan or something? Like the city looks dope.
Was arrested in the district of Shibuya, Tokyo. He is being held in custody facing murder charges for the brutal slaying of his common law partner, who was only 25 at the time of her death.
This is some city in Japan,
in,
like...
day out. The same news on permanent repeat.
This is all so ridiculous.
This world is
rotting.
Rebirth?
Another note.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but the peril they made, these guys... like kinda like they're like in sync. They both said at the same time this world is rotten. But that other dude is in a realm and it really was rotten. Like nothing was left. Like it was just bones. But this guy is in the real world. And he's kinda saying news all over and over. Like interesting. Okay.
The consequence is the extinction of many species on the planet. Species are now becoming extinct at a faster rate than has ever occurred in our recorded history.
What? Death Note! What? What? So he saw a book fall from a building?
Death Note? As in a notebook of death?
That's one way of interpreting the title of this anime, Death Note. I honestly thought, like, based on the title, I thought it was gonna be like a note that you pass along and then maybe something happens, but it's a real notebook and it's called Death Note. And this guy apparently found it. Somebody threw it off a building or something, because they showed he saw it in classroom, and also he looks bored in the classroom. Like he's just, you know, zoning out. I mean, I'm fully aware that most of us do that, but this guy, okay.
How to use it? The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die.
Throw that away, please.
It's
yes.
pretty lame. Not to mention twisted.
And
it's really
scary.
not that different from one of those chain letters you get. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die? Come on.
Okay, so he just left it there?
There
And
must
it
be
had...
something wrong with me to even consider it.
He took it!
This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
This is really
So
precise.
depending on the person you have in mind, you can either kill them easily or painfully, huh? This is pretty detailed for a prank, I'll give them that.
Yeah, man. Not only detailed, it really has a manual how to use. Okay, this is a dope concept. I'm liking this so far, and it's very dark. It's still dark, man. It's pretty dark. Like a note that you can kill people with just by writing their name, but you need to, what did they say? You need to keep them in mind while doing so? And if you don't specify how they are gonna die, they just die of a simple heart attack. But if you do want specifications, you need to put them in 6 minutes or whatever they said after you wrote the name. Those are very specific instructions for a prank, like he said. And I'm assuming it's not a prank, okay? Because the show is named Death Note. Like, so, this is really a note of death. Like, I'm liking this so far, and it's...
So I write a name and that person dies. Like anyone would believe that.
But he's still intrigued. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, being intrigued is one thing. But like, I don't know what I would do in this situation. Because what if he writes a name and that person really dies? Like, you're a murderer. Like, no thank you. But, you know, it's... Okay, this is a very dangerous thing to have in your possession.
Wait, on the off chance someone really dies, would that make me a murderer?
Exactly!
Yeah, right. It's completely impossible.
But you gotta take it into consideration, like...
A busy shopping district in Shinjuku yesterday has struck again, taking 8 people hostage at this daycare center. His captives include both children and teachers. The police have now identified the suspect as 42-year-old Kuro Otoharada, currently unemployed. We expect negotiations to begin immediately.
No way, that's what they're doing? Like, at that given point, he sees on the news some killer and he's gonna write his name? That still doesn't make it good, man. Like, that's a person. You don't know his backstory. You don't, I mean, I guess if you can prevent him from hurting others, okay, this is the best solution to this kind of problem. If you really are that curious whether this is real or not, I guess you might as well write a bad guy's name. Like, yeah, I knew it. He's gonna...
A heart attack in 40 seconds? We'll see.
At the present time, that's all the police are telling us.
You can't help but feel concerned for the safety of those hostages.
You're absolutely right. We'll continue to monitor the situation from here.
Thank you for that report. What do you make of this, Mr. Hashimoto?
Well, one can only hope for a quick resolution to this situation.
Looks like the notebook doesn't work. Oh, well, I didn't
40
expect it to anyway.
40 seconds have passed
Wait,
and nothing
we're seeing something here. Looks like movement at the front entrance.
The hostages are coming out, and they all look to be unharmed. The special forces are taking action. They're moving in. We don't know if the suspect's been arrested. Huh? Yes? Okay, we now have confirmation. The suspect has been found dead inside. I repeat, the suspect is now dead.
Dead?
I'm sorry for laughing,
Forces
but...
are denying allegations that they shot the suspect.
So it's quite possible he was feeling cornered and decided to commit suicide?
Well, according to statements from the hostages...
Congratulations, kid. Looks like you're a murderer. Like, yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, on the off chance that it does happen, it doesn't matter that you just killed a bad person. You know, you're still a murderer. It doesn't make it right. So now, this is gonna be interesting. Like, first off, they need to explain whether he's really the one that did it or you know. But this is interesting. It's an interesting plot. I love it because, like, nobody knows he has this book. Can you imagine the power you would possess if something like this was real? Okay.
The suspect just suddenly collapsed.
Heart attack?
So they did say it.
It's coincidence. This has to be a coincidence.
Bye.
I don't know.
It's already 6:30, you know. Don't you have cram school tonight?
Yeah, I'll be ready in just a sec. Death note. It's unlikely, but if by chance this thing is for real, I have to test it one more time. In which case, it should probably be another criminal. But
in which case, you're gonna become a serial killer. Like, think this through, man. I mean, I get where he's coming from. The curiosity killed the cat, as they said, but come on, this is too complex for a, like, is he in high school? Like, he's just okay, he's a kid, and this is a lot. Wow, man.
If he's too well known, that'll be a problem. If he dies, there's a good possibility the news of his death will be covered up. I need to see results right away.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yo, buddy. What is it, Sado?
Didn't you want to lend me $20?
What? Again? But I can't do that.
Soon.
No, man, not the school bully. Come on, this kid is probably like, I don't know, he has a bad life himself. Like, that's usually where that bullying comes from, okay? So a bully is still a kid, man. He's not a bad person. I mean, I understand he does bad things, bullying other people, but he probably has a hard situation at his home, and is he really gonna, I mean, that's where they're going with this. He said he needs to test it right away, so he's, no way, man. Really? That's a flat-out murder, like.
Maybe I should try killing him.
That's murder.
I should definitely avoid killing people I know.
That's your reasoning?
Does it even really matter? I mean, would anyone really care if a guy like him was to disappear one day?
That's someone's kid, man.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be hanging at the arcade after school.
He is a prick, but at the same time...
You wanna come?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, there's no way I'm missing that.
Damn it! Why is my mom so useless? She's never here to pick me up on time!
Once you actually start looking around, it makes you wonder if you'd be doing society a favor by getting rid of all these people.
Okay, I'm liking the way this kid analyzes life. Because, yeah, they really, and the show, how they emphasize the fact that that kid is so unappreciative of his mom picking him up. Like, damn it, she's always late. And it really shows that people nowadays feel privileged and just want everything to happen now. And they feel like they deserve that. No, man. Like my grandpa says, we used to walk 5 hours to school and back. You have a bus now. And you're complaining about the bus. You want a car, you know? So I love how his reasoning is, like, would that be so bad? I might be doing society a favor by getting rid of a few of these pricks. But then again, it's still murder, so...
Hey,
no.
baby! Where you going? Come have a little fun with us.
That's our taco for you. This guy can spot a hottie a mile away.
What's up, little lady? The name's Taco Shibuimaru. What do you say? Come and hang out with us.
Yeah, maybe use it on this guy.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
You hear that? She doesn't want trouble.
Poor girl.
Cute. Let's go, boys.
Seriously?
We're down right here.
Are you sure?
No! Stop!
Bro, this show is dark. Like, they're really showing...
Now, what will happen?
He did it?
Hey,
How
wait
does
up!
he know their name?
Look out!
That settles it. The death note. It's for real.
Oh man! Taco! Kid! He just came out of nowhere!
Accidental death. He wrote that. And it was an accident. That truck really picked him up. Man, but how did he know their names? Am I missing something? Or is it when that guy said, oh, that's our... I forgot the name. For you. He knows how to spot a hottie a mile away. So he heard him calling his bro what he's called. And that's how he... Damn, man. So, okay, he saved the girl. They did deserve it.
Well,
But
then, I'd better get going.
again, this guy. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. Okay, so this is just, they're just reminding us of the rules. And what's up with this? Okay, it's time to go. Like that creature? I don't know what. okay, I don't know what to make of that, but I'm loving so far the fact that this is real life. Like, this is a city and a boy and something like this. Like, I love it. Like, in Naruto, it's a shinobi world. It's kind of different from ours. It's similar, but this is real life. Like, this is like in a city. People like you know. So I'm enjoying this. I am really enjoying it. It's a bit dark. I love dark, so that's cool. But man, the plot is really. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, I like it. I like it. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing her here. Okay. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. Oh, so... Okay, so you write somebody... Okay, I missed that part. So you write somebody's name, and then you have to think about them, because if somebody shares that person's name and you're not thinking about it, they're all gonna die. So no, it's not gonna be affected. So you need to get a specific person in your mind while writing their name in order for it to work. That's really specific. That's...
It's been 5 days. Now then, I'd better get going. Ah, you headed somewhere, Ryuk?
Hate to tell you, but our whole world looks like this.
Ryuk?
That's true, but I've dropped my death note.
What?
You really messed things up, didn't you?
Hold on a sec, didn't you already trick the old man to get a second book? Don't tell me you dropped both of them.
You must have some idea where you dropped the thing.
Yeah.
The human world.
What?
What? Listen to the way they're portraying this. Okay, I'm sorry. Is this guy a demon of some sorts? Because he looks like a demon. And that realm, that world, is that the underworld or something? So that, I was about to say in the ending of the video, like, where does this book come from? So this is his book, or its book, like, so he dropped the book on purpose in the human world. Why? So that's his power, like, that's where the power of the book comes from. That, okay, I like the fact how that those other creatures were like, where you headed, and this guy was like, I'm going, and they're like, I hate to break it to you, but our whole world is like this. So like, it's all covered in bones and death, because it does resemble death. And is it strange that I'm loving this so far? Like, I'm really excited, because this is the whole concept is dope. I really like how they painted the picture, and the way the stairs to the what it seemed as a portal to this world, and him growing wings, it almost looked divine, but at the same time his whole appearance is low-key demonic. So I don't know how to... And the stairs went downstairs and not upstairs. So is it hell, or is it heaven, or is it... In the beginning it was written like some sort of a realm. So okay.
What a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting you home so early.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. It's because... Oh, the results of the nationwide exams.
I've been waiting all day.
Oh, he had exams.
Here.
Goodness, #1 again. These are the highest scores you've had.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to study in my room, so please don't interrupt me, okay?
As you wish.
So this kid is smart,
Oh,
I
right.
reckon, because...
Do you want anything at all, dear? You can ask for whatever you like.
No, I'm fine, Mom. Thanks, though.
Because he just got high scores, and he looks like he's bored. Like, he, you know, and usually geniuses are bored with school stuff, because that's just not appealing to them, because it's too easy for them. So this kid must be smart, because he, like she said, these are your top scores yet, you know, and he was like, oh, whatever. Like, he doesn't care. And we saw him in school, he was like bored. So that's an interesting little bit. But I still think this is too much for a high schooler, but... Okay.
I've already got what I want.
He got his answer. What? Wait, he wrote all those names? Are you kidding me? What's wrong with this kid? The evil lamp.
You've taken quite a liking to it.
Oh my god!
No reason to act surprised. I am the Shinigami Ryuk. That used to be my notebook. Judging by your laughter, you've already figured out that what you have is no ordinary notebook.
What did he say? Shinigami Ryuk?
Shinigami, a god of death, huh?
So I just got my answer. He is a god because he went from, you know, downstairs to that portal. But the god of death. And what is Shinigami? Is that like a Japanese word for a god of death, or?
Well, I'm not surprised. In fact, Ryuk, I've been waiting for you.
Oh?
Okay, this kid is kind of weird.
I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. It didn't take me long. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
That's interesting. I certainly wasn't expecting this.
Same!
Several Death Notes have made their way into the human world in the past, but you're the first to have written this many names.
So he really...
Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. Most are reluctant to write this much.
Wait a minute, he already killed all these people? What is wrong with you, boy? At first, yeah, when I saw it, I was like, did he write all those names? But then I was like, no, maybe he's just looking up names and maybe he's gonna write some of them. He wrote all of those names in the book. Okay, at first I thought this kid was gonna be like analytical about it, the way he was analyzing everything and the whole concept of life and death, and I thought it was gonna be a morality issue for him, but no, looks like ever since he came back home and went and locked himself in the room, he kind of exhibited this dark side. Like he's happy, like he's overjoyous because he confirmed that this book is really like legit. And here he was at first surprised to see this monstrosity appear in his living room, but now he's like, okay, so the god of death, I have been expecting you. What the hell are you talking about?
I've already prepared myself, Ryuk. I used the notebook even though I knew it belonged to a Shinigami. And now that Shinigami has come. So what'll happen to me? You're here to take my soul, right?
Huh? What do you mean? Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you. The notebook becomes part of the human realm from the very moment it touches the earth. In other words, the notebook is now yours.
What?
This is mine?
Then why is he
If
here?
you don't want it, just give it to someone else. But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
So then, you're saying I can use the Death Note all I want and I won't be punished?
Let's just say this. You will feel the fear and pain known only to humans who've used the notebook. And when it's your time to die, it will fall on me to write your name in my Death Note. Be warned, any human who's used a Death Note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity.
That's the first rule you should write before the instruction manual, man! What the hell? That he already used it. And what he said, he's gonna write his name. He has another Death Note, and he's gonna write his name when his time comes. But he's not here to do anything to him, so he... Okay, that's kind of... So he can kill as many people as he can, but after a period of time, he can just give up the book, and this guy is just gonna erase his memory of the book, and that means he's gonna wash all his guilt away. So you can apparently kill everybody you want, and then have an exit strategy to not feel guilty about it. Solve all your problems by killing the people that are standing in your way, and then just call this guy like, okay, I'm giving it back. He erases your memories, and you're like, oh, what happened? Oh, look, all my problems went away, but you have no recollection that you're the one that did that, so you're just living carefree. What?
That's all.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Now you have something to look forward to after you die.
Light?
It'll be all right. Answer it.
What do you mean? You're a monstrosity.
What is it?
I thought you'd like some apples. The neighbors brought them over for us. Why on earth is it so dark in your room? You'll ruin your eyesight.
What's going on? Mom can't see him?
What?
That notebook you found originally belonged to me. And since you're now using it, you are the only one who's able to see me. And of course, my voice can only be heard by you. In other words, the Death Note is the bond between Light, the human, and Ryuk, the Shinigami.
And he can touch material things in our world even though he can't be seen?
Yeah,
I just have one more question I want to ask you. Why was I chosen for this? Hey, are
He's
you even
devouring
listening?
those apples.
apples in the human world are worth the trip. What's the best way to describe these? Juicy?
Just answer my
I
question.
like apples too.
I didn't choose you. Don't you see this is all just an accident? You actually thought you were chosen because you're so smart or something? Don't be so vain. It just happened to fall around here and you just happened to pick it up. And that's all there is to it. That's why I wrote the instructions in English, the most popular language in the human world.
Then why did you drop it in the first place? You even wrote down specific instructions, so don't try to tell me this was an accident.
You're asking me why? I did it because I was bored.
You were bored?
This so resembles Itachi's I did it to test the limits of my power. Like, literally, I was bored and I wanted to see, like, I did it because I was bored. And yeah, he did look kind of bored. Like, those two creatures were playing around and he was just standing there in the darkness, all gloomy, like... So what, he dropped it to get some action out of it? To you know, kind of get some adrenaline pumping, or to visit the, like, real world to get some apples? Because he seems to really enjoy them.
The truth is, Shinigami haven't got much to do these days. Most of the time, we're either taking naps or gambling. If you take the time to write names in your Death Note, the others just laugh at you for working so hard. Even if you wrote the name of another Shinigami, it'd be pointless because they wouldn't die. And since we live in the Shinigami realm, it brings us no amusement to kill those in the human world either. So I figured I'd have more fun if I came down here myself.
They look diabolical.
Anyway, I'm surprised at how many names you've written. But I want to know why you only wrote the cause of death for that guy who was hit by the truck.
If you don't write down the cause of death, the victim dies of a heart attack. And that's probably the best thing about the Death Note, Ryuk.
Huh?
You see, I've already exhausted the list of the world's major criminals. And eventually I'm gonna get rid of them all.
What's the point of doing that?
It's only a matter of time before people figure out that these criminals are being eliminated by someone. I want the world to know of my existence.
Why even bother? What are you trying to achieve by passing judgment on them? I mean, why do you care?
Because I've been bored too.
Okay, these two really found each other.
It's obvious now. There's something about the Death Note itself that makes humans want to try it out at least once. I killed them both. I killed two men. Those were human lives. It won't be overlooked. Besides, who am I to pass judgment on others?
Exactly. So he did have this morality struggle.
No, wait. Maybe I'm wrong. This is exactly what I've been thinking about lately. This world is rotting, and those who are making it rot deserve to die. Someone has to do it, so why not me? Even if it means sacrificing my own mind and soul, it's worth it. Because the world can't go on like this. What if someone else had picked up this notebook? Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world? But I can do it. In fact, I'm the only one who can. I'll do it. Using the Death Note, I'll change the world.
Listen to the soundtrack. So he really did this. He wrote the names of all the popular criminals in his area and started getting rid of the vermin, of the scum of the Earth according to his judgment. The way they make just writing looks so cool. I love it.
At first, I wrote the names of the worst criminals I could think of, like I was cleaning up the world one name at a time, so that eventually no one will ever do anything evil again. The people who are less guilty but who still make trouble for others will slowly be erased through disease and accidental death. Then, and only then, the world will start moving in the right direction. It'll be a new world, free of injustice and populated by people who I've judged to be honest, kind, and hardworking.
Yeah.
But if you did that, it would make you the only bad person left.
That's a good point. And as you said, that I deemed worthy. So, what are you, God? You're playing God here? Who are you to judge other people, man? Like, this really... This is really a question of life itself, man. That the morality of this. There are so many issues with this, what he's doing. But at the same time, I see where he's coming from. But you can already see how it's affecting him in a negative way. So, damn.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a hard-working honor student who's considered to be one of Japan's best and brightest.
This kid's diabolical.
I will become the god of this new world.
Yeah. Right away, a god complex.
It's just as I thought. Humans are so interesting.
And this guy feeds on this. To be continued. So that's it. That's... Wow! What an introduction to a new anime, guys. Okay, it seems you know me well. It has everything I like. And this is the first episode. Like, it's a dope concept. Everything they talked throughout this episode is a dope concept. I like that there are these supposed Shinigami, right? Like, gods of death. And that they can enter our realm, like the human world, and can actually interact with the holders of their Death Note. So, wow, man. And it looks like, okay, these two seem to be, like, they really found each other, because they were both bored, you know? And as they portrayed this kid in the beginning to be, like, he was a bit judging people, like, this world, it can't continue on like this. And at first I just thought, like, you know, even I think of something like that at sometimes when I pass by something that I see that is, like, just wrong, you know? But no, this really didn't take him any time at all, man. This kid, like, a god complex right off the bat. He's gonna judge who's gonna live and die, and what he said, the real criminals will die instantaneously of a heart attack, and those who just committed minor crimes are gonna slowly die of disease, and only then this world can truly flourish, and only those that I deem worthy will be left. And as the god of death told him, like, but why would you want to do that? That would make you the only evil one left. And that is so true. This kid is a serial killer. Man, the first episode, and they made this kid a serial killer. Whoa, man, I like the dark tone. I'm not gonna lie, I love the dark tone of this anime. Wow. And the world they portrayed this city, it's probably somewhere in Japan. And what he said, the Shinigami, right? He said, that's why I chose English, the most popular language on Earth. So I'm assuming this kid doesn't speak English in real life, but is smart enough to know it. And the way this god of death put him down, it was like, you thought you were chosen because you were smart or something? No. This was a coincidence. And I threw my book because I was bored. Like, there's no deeper meaning than that here. So don't go looking for one. And then, after he wrote so many names, Shinigami asked him, why'd you write so many names? Because, yeah, I'd be curious too. And the kid was like, well, you know what? I was bored too. Come on, man! So I love this. I love, it really is, like, it makes you think. This reaction is long because I really had to analyze it. There was so many details, small details like the rules and whatnot, how he tested it out. So there was a lot going in this, so I had to stop and pause because I wanted to understand what I'm watching. But now, yeah, this is interesting. I'm not gonna prolong this any further, guys. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you on the next one, because this is dope. We're gonna be continuing this series. I like it. You guys know me well. Love you all, and see you later. Bye.